And the holidays are the easiest way to, or the easiest time to slide back into the old normal for 2 months, making it incredibly difficult to quote unquote get back on track. Or, it feels like we're starting over in the new year. Do you struggle to maintain weight loss but desperately want to feel good in your own skin, confident in your clothes, and improve your overall health? If so, you're home. Hey, I'm Sam, dietitian, specialist in weight management, and former functioning fat girl. I learned the secret of how to lose and maintain weight by simply nourishing my life well. If you're ready for the sustainable nutrition strategies, consistent habits, and freedom from a self-sabotaging mindset, grab your water bottle and let's go. Before we get started on today's amazing episode, I just want to remind you that if you're not subscribed to my email list yet, you're missing out. I'll be breaking down the most important points of these podcast episodes, providing you with a healthy recipe of the week or a favorite meal prep tip, and give you first dibs on any new offers or programs I'm running. This is the best way to stay in contact with me, and I'd also really love it if you sent in ideas for topics to get into on the podcast. So don't miss out and go ahead and click the link in the show notes to subscribe to Anchored Living, my email newsletter. Okay, let's dive into the episode. Turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes and gravy, cranberry sauce, if that's your thing, pumpkin pie, all the traditional fixins. Now add in Italian wedding soup to start, chestnut stuffing, sauce and meatballs with cavatelli, pizzelles, and multiple different appetizers and desserts. And you have Thanksgiving with my family. It's a little over the top, I know. My mom starts working on the wedding soup weeks in advance, bless her heart. Rolling those tiny little meatballs is no joke. By the way, if you're like, what the heck is Italian wedding soup? I'm sorry. And I really hope that one day you will learn what it is because it's truly miraculous. I make enough pizzelles to give a stash to everyone to take home, and we all have enough leftovers to feed an army. This year is actually going to look a little different because my brothers are going to be away, and it's just going to be my parents and I. But knowing my mom, and who are we kidding here? I'm the same way. We will still have more than enough food. So should we just throw in the towel now and go off the rails until January 1st? Absolutely not. I mean, you can, but you don't have to if you really want to stay committed to your weight loss goals. If you missed last week's episode, that's episode 14, make sure you go back and listen to it so you can set your intentions for the whole holiday season. And now today, we're going to talk about Thanksgiving specifically. I do want to point out that while the holidays can be an incredibly joyful time for people, I know there may be some who either don't celebrate Thanksgiving or are missing family and friends, and this is a really rough time for you. I see you and I send you so much love. Please email me your name and let me know how I can be praying for you. It's okay if you don't pray. I do. And I believe in its power, and I'd love to pray for you. This can also be an incredibly stressful time of year when we're on a weight loss or health journey because it's so centered around food, at least that's what we make it, that it's almost like the food noise volume gets jacked way up. I want to give you some guidance around this particular holiday to try to bring that volume down and still enjoy food and the people you're eating it with. So these are my top 3 tips on how to handle Turkey Day, because don't forget, it's Thanksgiving Day, not Thanksgiving week or month or year. So on Thanksgiving Day, number 1, Do not starve yourself leading up to the meal because you're quote unquote saving room. Guys, this never ends well. You go into the main meal hangry, and then you're not able to make good choices and likely will way overdo it. Remember, consistency is always key. So we want to remain consistent with our normal daily routine as best we can leading up to that main holiday meal. If you skip breakfast and lunch, you're going to dive into dinner ready to devour anything you can get your hands on as though your life depended on it. Eat a good, satisfying, high protein, high fiber breakfast and lunch, depending on what time your main meal is. We eat very early. It's more like dinner. So I make sure to get some exercise in first thing in the morning, eat a good breakfast, and then move on to helping my mom get ready for the main meal. If your day is similar, then you also want to end the day with your normal routine. So like I said, we eat early, usually around 12:30, 1 o'clock. So I have kind of the whole rest of the day to tackle after that. So meaning you don't want to eat up at 1 o'clock and then starve yourself the rest of the day as though you're punishing yourself for what you had at the main meal. Does that make sense? Food in general is to nourish our bodies. Yes. It is fuel, and it should be viewed as the energy we fuel all the inner workings of our bodies with. But it can also be enjoyed without guilt and punishment, especially yummy Thanksgiving food. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Two things can be true at the same time. So enjoy your main meal and still have something later on. It can be something light but nourishing, whatever. It could just be some leftover turkey and salad, cottage cheese and fruit, a yogurt, a protein shake, all fine. It's just maintaining the consistency of that normal, that new normal. The whole point of making a healthy lifestyle makeover is to create that new normal, where the new normal is that a majority of the time we're making better choices for our mind, body, and spirit. But like all habits, they take work to maintain. We have to do them consistently. And the holidays are the easiest way or the easiest time to slide back into the old normal for 2 months, making it incredibly difficult to quote unquote get back on track. Or, it feels like we're starting over in the new year. So with that being said, number 2, the next tip is just like how we set our intentions for the whole season in the last episode, we want to set our intentions for the Thanksgiving day specifically. You obviously know what you're going to be doing if you're hosting the meal, if you're going to someone else's home, going out to eat, traveling, whatever. So be realistic. How do you want to approach that Thanksgiving meal? Do you want to go balls to the wall and eat everything? That's a choice. You do have that option. Give yourself permission to go for it. But also set the intention to then go right back to your normal, aka the new normal, afterwards and create the game plan of how you're going to do that. You can commit to not taking any leftovers home, or if you're the one hosting, you can pick up a pack of those inexpensive take-home boxes that you get at a restaurant and send all your guests home with the leftovers. Do not give away your Tupperwares because more than likely you're not going to get them back. I am not talking about anyone specific if anyone in my family is listening, but you know who you are. Whatever you need to do to set yourself up for success so that you have the permission to eat whatever and however you want for that meal, but then you know exactly how you're going to go right back to your new normal after. Do you want to go kind of like middle ground and really enjoy the meal but not go completely off the rails? Awesome. Set the intention, create a game plan, and stick to it. Take pen to paper. I'll give you an example. So you could, write down, I am going to eat the turkey first. I will skip the mashed potatoes and bread because I want to enjoy some stuffing and sweet potato casserole. I will skip any cookies or other sweets because I want to enjoy Aunt Susie's pumpkin pie. And then do that. Start with protein and fiber, though. Like, make sure you focus on eating the protein first, get some veggies and some fiber, and then you won't have enough room to overdo the fun stuff. It gives you the permission to enjoy your favorites without feeling guilt or shame afterwards, and the reward of building trust within yourself to be able to stick to your intentions. And then finally, if you're like, listen, I've gone balls to the wall for 40 Thanksgivings, and I'm really happy where I am with my relationship with food and current intake, that I just want to stick to what I know won't give me a stomach ache or make me feel overly full, bloated, etc. Great. Same as in the last example. Set the intention, put pen to paper on what you're going to have, and then go for it. Okay, now, I interrupt this program to give you a heads up on a secret deal. If you're not on my email list, now's the time to do it. My More Than a Number VIP insiders, aka my email subscribers, will receive an exclusive email with a special Thanksgiving surprise on Thursday and Friday. I'm not going to give away the surprise here, but I will tell you, if you're not on my email list, you won't ever find out because it's strictly for my VIPs. And if you're listening to this after Black Friday, still sign up for my email list because there will be many more VIP insider presents throughout the year. The link is in the show notes. Make sure you click it and sign up for that insider list. Okay, back to the regularly scheduled program. Number 3. So no matter which of the previous options you choose for your Turkey Day feast, you're either going to go hard or you're going to pick and choose what you're going to have so that you can enjoy but not quite go crazy. Whichever one you choose, I want you to respond to that with grace and kindness. So whatever you ended up doing, regardless if you stuck to it or not, respond with grace and kindness. Yes, to yourself. Please remember that one day or one meal is not going to ruin everything, nor will you gain a bunch of weight from it. So even if you set your intentions, write it out, and end up veering from your plan and eating things you said you weren't going to eat, it's okay. What will lead to weight gain is if the quote-unquote off the rails goes from that day to the rest of the year because we beat ourselves up so much and just threw in the towel. Consistency is everything in both positive and negative ways. So if we're most of the time consuming more, we're at risk for weight gain. If we're most of the time consuming less, we're in range for weight loss. But it's most of the time. So do not let one day or even a couple days take you down completely. Get up, brush it off, and get back to your new normal. Your response to your actions can make or break your progress. Give yourself some grace and kindness. Remember, if you wouldn't say it to your friend or family member, don't say it to yourself. Okay, now here's a little bonus tip. And please don't roll your eyes when I say this. Hear me out. Physical activity increases the production of and releases serotonin, which is like our feel-good neurotransmitter. Including some physical activity in that day can be a real game changer. So if you're a regular morning exerciser, getting your usual morning workout in before the hubbub of the day sets you up so well to feel good and make better choices throughout the day. But regardless, I recommend considering 1 or more walks to keep you feeling good, help with digestion and metabolism, and keep you away from the food table, among many other benefits. And I don't mean going on a 10-mile hike, but just a nice walk around the block before and or after your meal can be incredibly beneficial mentally, physically, and spiritually. Now listen to me when I say this, guys. I will say it loud for everyone and louder for the people in the back. This is not to make up for what you ate. We are not trying to burn off Aunt Susie's pumpkin pie. This is not punishment for eating Aunt Susie's pumpkin pie. This is your time to recalibrate, ground yourself, remember your intentions, meditate, pray. It's your you time. And most importantly, it's a time to remember what this particular holiday really is all about. The spirit of thanksgiving, of gratitude. I know it's a holiday that can be easily made all about the food, but it's so important to remember that it's really not. The food is good. Don't get me wrong. It's real good. But my God is greater. So whether you're a believer or not, declaring what you are grateful for is such a powerful tool. I'm going to dive deeper into how gratitude can improve our lives and thus improve our own health and weight loss journeys in another episode. But I promise you, a simple walk out in nature, if you're able to, of course, can really ground you and give you the opportunity to declare to God how grateful you are for that day, those people you spent it with, the yummy food you ate, whatever it is. And that can really put you in a better place mentally to get back to your new normal and not slide into a 6-week food bender. So to recap, we want to set our intentions for the day leading up to the big meal, give ourselves permission to set intentions for how we will handle the meal, and then make sure we respond with grace and kindness, regardless of how or what we ate. Taking 10 to 20 minutes before and or after the hubbub of the day to go for a soul walk, to reel it all back in, is a great tool to utilize not only for our physical health, but also mental and spiritual health. And with that, I want to tell all of you listening how incredibly grateful I am for you. Yes, you. I am pouring my heart and soul into this podcast in the hopes that it can help even one person improve their lives. I pray this episode and all of them are adding value to you and your life. Thank you for tuning in and sticking with me. I love you. God loves you. Have a beautiful, blessed Thanksgiving. Hey friend, I really hope you feel empowered by this episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds and share it with another friend who needs it? Also, please leave a quick review for the show on Apple Podcasts. It brings me so much joy to know this podcast is helping you. Okay, time to go nourish well, aka eat some good food. I'll meet you back here next time for another episode. I love you and God loves you. Have a beautiful day.